Here we are back again, the People's Podcast. I had to take a little break. I've been on vacation this summer, so I apologize for being away for so long. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without an ill podcast to step to. Feel me? But we back. We here. Ready for another round. So let's get to it. This episode is titled Health is Wealth, 10 Things You Can Do Right Now to Improve Your Overall Health. Okay? I want to start off by saying I am not a medical doctor, so you should do your own research into all of these things. Do what works best for your body. These are general recommendations, so I'm not responsible for any bad shit that happens to you. Do your own research. Don't sue me. Before we get into that, we're going to start off with some current events. Our boy, Donald J., indicted again. Multiple felony counts in Georgia. Yeah. In other news, Maui, man, the fires in Maui. And I know it happened a while ago. Technically, maybe like not necessarily not current news, but the reason it comes to mind and the reason I want to just discuss it really quickly is these kind of natural disasters can be used as an opportunity for the powers that be, the elite financial structures in both Hawaii and beyond, to really displace and marginalize Native folks that they may have been trying to get rid of, because the land is the valuable thing. And so using this as an opportunity to get people off their land, get people out of their homes, and just overall displace them while they take over the land, and then they take over the wealth that comes from that. Seen it happen time and time again, and there's already a general distrust of the native Hawaiians of foreigners, and not even foreigners in the sense of other countries, even the United States. Like if you go to those islands, they want you to respect their culture. They want you to respect their land, like any population would. And so I just want to put it out there that I want my peoples in Hawaii to be thoughtful of, don't let the economic powers that be do it to you, fam. They will use this as an opportunity to grab your resources if they're allowed to. So do all you can to resist. Okay, health is wealth. Let's get into it. All right, health is wealth. So whatever your health goals are, whatever it is that you're trying to do, whether that be lose weight, gain muscle, improve your overall health, fight disease and illness, boost your immune system, lower your stress level, increase your flexibility, increase your durability, these things will help that. So whatever your health goal is, these things are going to help that. So be mindful. The overall goal is to create healthy habits, one choice at a time. This is a one choice at a time process. Every choice matters. Every choice counts. And it is the culmination of your choices that are going to determine the outcome of how this goes. One bad choice isn't going to kill you. One good choice isn't going to save you. It is the culmination of these choices that is going to determine your overall state of health. Okay? I want to start with saying that good health is the natural state of the human body. That's why it is always moving towards being in a healthy state. If you cut your finger, you don't have to tell your finger to start healing. It does it automatically. If you catch a cold, you don't have to tell your body, fight this cold. It does it automatically because it's always trying to go back to this state of perfect health. So really it's about getting out of the way and giving the body the things that it needs in order to accomplish that mission. Okay? And the best description I can think of to achieve health in the human body is balance, moderation, and consistency. Balance, if you give your body too much of one thing or the other, good or bad, like your body can have adverse reactions. You got to balance. It needs a balance of a little bit of everything. Moderation. Moderation is just key in diet and in everything else. Moderation is just don't overindulge in things. Keep it at a balance. So again, balance, moderation, and again, consistency. Consistency. What you do on the regular basis, the choices that you make on the regular basis, the ones you make the most, that's how this thing is going to turn out. If you make 75% good decisions when it comes to your health and 25% bad, you're going to be on a mostly good path. I mean, nobody's perfect. You can aim for 100%. You might hit it. You might not. Most likely not. Don't worry about that, though. You want consistent, good habits when it comes to your diet and when it comes to the healthy habits in your life. Okay? And an important key here is when you fall off a little bit, don't give up. Because you only lose when you stop and when you give up. If you have a bad day, you didn't get any exercise in, you weren't doing your deep breathing, you were eating a bunch of bad food. Okay, cool. It happens. What you gonna do the next day? Are you gonna bounce back, or are you just gonna keep going down the slippery slope? That's the key to this. That's the key to this. It's not about the bounce. It's not about the setback. It's about the bounce back. We've talked about this before with my man Nip. Minor setback for a major comeback. And that's how you got to think about your health. Every choice matters. Stay consistent in your discipline and you will reap the results. Okay. That was the intro. Let's get into number one. All right. Number one, probably my favorite one. I have a lot of favorites, but this is, y'all hear me talk about this a lot. Number one rule or number one way that you can improve your health right now. Stretch and breathe daily. Ooh, let that one hit. Let that one hit because that's the one. That's the one. If you don't do anything else on this list, stretch and breathe daily. Now, you may not have time for a 60-minute yoga session. Cool. Can you do 30 minutes? No? Can you do 15? Can you do 5? Can you do 60 seconds of deep breathing and stretching per day? 60 seconds. Can you do that? Yes. Yes, you can. So do it. No matter how much time it is, whether it's an hour, whether it's 60 seconds, no matter what it is, do the stretching and breathing on a daily basis. It is the consistency. Remember, it's the compound that we're talking about. The most important thing is the daily practice, not how long you do it. Because the daily practice will compound on itself. And those positive effects will start adding up. Daily practice is most important. So stretch and breathe daily. Two of the most important things, stretching and breathing. Your body is an electrochemical organism. It depends on energy circulation to maintain its health. It depends on it. So proper breathing ensures that the maximum amount of energy is being pulled into the body, and stretching ensures that energy gets circulated to the places in the body where it needs to go. So you combine those two together, they're very powerful. Breathing, you're bringing in the energy. Stretching, you're making sure that the energy can get where it needs to go, where it needs to go in your body. Because you can bring in all the energy, but if you have a let's say you have a stiff back or something, if you're not stretching that back out, the energy's not getting there. And the places where you're stiffest, that's where you actually need to be stretching the most. The places where you are stiffest is where you need to be stretching the most, because that means you're already a little bit behind, and the body's already tensing up. Stretch and breathe on a daily basis. Okay, when the energy is stagnant, you will have problems. Wherever energy is stagnant in your body, you will have problems. But when energy is moving, you're grooving. You feel me? Some benefits of deep breathing: eases stress and anxiety, relaxes the nervous system, I'm not going to run down all that stuff. Listen, it does everything. Breathing improves everything. Deep breathing improves everything. Stretching improves everything. Whatever system you can think of in your body, whatever disease, whatever illness, whatever thing is not going right in your body that you think, does this do that? Yes, it does it. It helps. It cannot hurt you. It can only help you, and it will help you. Everything. Stretching and breathing. Okay. I don't even know how to say it. The more oxygen you breathe, the more energy you channel into your body, and the more energy you can channel into your body, the healthier you're going to be. Period. And that's why you see different versions of stretching and breathing emphasized throughout different spiritual traditions all across the world from the beginning of time, because it's that effective. Everybody in the world knows it works. Every spiritual tradition knows it works. Every martial arts system knows it works. You know? So if you want to focus on, like, okay, what's the main takeaway? The main takeaway is the more deep breaths you can take throughout the day, the better. Okay? The more deep breaths you can take throughout the day, the better. There is no such thing as doing too much deep breathing throughout a day, but there certainly is such a thing as not doing enough deep breathing throughout the day. And it's actually better if you do the deep breathing throughout the day, so that you don't even get to a point where you get tense, where you get anxious, where you get angry or sad or depressed. Like, you should have been doing the deep breathing an hour ago, and you could have avoided that whole emotional state. Prevention is always better than cure. Now, when you get anxious or when you get tense or scared or sad or whatever, that's always a good time to do deep breathing. You can do it then, and it'll help. It'll help you. It'll help you calm down. It'll help you manage your emotions. It'll help you get back centered and grounded. But a better time to do that would have been 20 minutes ago, or when you woke up this morning. The best time to plant a tree, this is old wisdom. Best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. Second best time is right now. So if you didn't get to it this morning, if you didn't get to it 20 minutes ago on your deep breathing, start right now. And all it takes is one. And if you can do back-to-back deep breaths, listen, anytime you can think about it, put a little mark on your hand. And every time you look at that mark on your hand, say, I'm gonna do 2 deep breaths back-to-back. Your life is going to change. Your life is going to transform. Deep breathing will change your life. Combine that with the stretching, home run. Okay? It will change your life. You also might be asking yourself, how do you do a deep breath? Cool. Let's go over that. It's super simple. You just want to start the breath in your stomach, right? Usually people do shallow chest breathing. Unconscious, shallow chest breathing. You don't even involve your diaphragm. You don't involve your lower stomach. You don't involve any of that. All your organs are in your stomach. The place where you need to start breathing from is in your stomach. That's where you want the energy to start from. And the stomach energetically is your power source. That's where you're pulling the power from. And it can hold unlimited amount of what some spiritual traditions call chi or ki or life force energy, whatever. Your stomach can hold unlimited amounts of that. Other parts of your body cannot. Okay? So you want to start the breath in your stomach, and you just want to pull it up. Pull it up nice, slow, even. Take a nice deep breath, bring it into your chest. And then you want to just let it out slow. But you want to be comfortable. So you want to breathe in, you want to start the breath in your stomach. You want to breathe in as much as you can, comfortably, Then you want to exhale as slow as you can, comfortably. And I emphasize comfortably because if you're not really used to deep breathing, or maybe the breath just came out kind of clunky and you didn't really get a good inhale or exhale, cool. Don't even worry about it. But you want to be comfortable with it. You don't want to, if you feel like you've hit your maximum in terms of the breathing, just let it go and just move on to the next breath. That's the great thing about breathing. If you don't do it now, listen, you got 10,000 more breaths coming up in the next hour, my boy. You feel me? You're always going to be breathing. So if you don't get it on this one, you can catch it on the next one. So you want to breathe in as much as you can, comfortably, starting from the stomach, and then you want to exhale as slowly as you can, comfortably, as many times throughout the day as possible. I don't even know what to say about how beneficial that's going to be for you. I just need you to experience it for yourself. So put that thing in action. Number 2, ways to improve your health right now. Drink lots of clean water. Got to drink clean water, y'all. And you got to drink a lot of it. Okay? The body is mostly water. The cells and the tissues in the body are water. Your brain is mostly water. The organs in your body are mostly water. And the body needs a constant resupply of fresh water to function at a high level and to perform its duties at a high level. Your organs, your tissues, your cells, all that, your brain, all that needs fresh water to function at a high level. Okay? The quality of the water you drink is directly related to your level of health. Your body discards toxins through water, and then it uses the water that you intake to replace that water. That's what happens when you urinate. When you urinate, you're getting rid of toxins. When you sweat, you're getting rid of toxins. But that's all water waste. And so you need to replace that water with good, clean water on a regular basis so that your body can function at its optimum level. And no, Gatorade does not count. Cranberry juice does not count. Just because something has water in it does not mean it is going to affect your body like water. Water is water. You need the good stuff. You need it in its pure original form. Okay? And a lot of the water that is in our homes now, unfortunately, has been very compromised with toxins, heavy metals, things of that nature. So if you can't, get a filter. Get a filter for the water that you drink. Get a filter for, if you just get a basic water pitcher and put it with a filter, use that for your drinking water. Whenever you boil water to cook, use that. When you're making ice cubes, use that filtered water. Okay, because there's a lot of stuff in our water these days. So water is essential. Water is critical. And so the underlying theme here is the more high quality water you drink, the better your body will function and the healthier you will feel. That is the end of the story. Drink as much clean water as you can throughout the day. Number three, the third way you can improve your health right now. Eat lots of fruits and vegetables. This stuff is simple, y'all. Breathe deep breathing on a daily basis, on a consistent basis, stretching on a consistent basis, drinking clean water on a consistent basis, eating fruits and vegetables on a consistent basis. This is ABC 1, 2, 3. Okay? And a simple rule, eat as many varieties of fruits and vegetables as you can. All different colors, all different kinds. Fruits and vegetables are what are made for the human body. They go together like rice and beans. We'll get to that later. Okay? I can't even go into, but you can search it for yourself. I cannot even go into the amount of positive benefits that happen when your diet is when your diet consists of the proper amount of fruits and vegetables. Matter of fact, if you want to astral travel tonight, well, maybe not tonight, but if you want to astral travel in 3 or 4 days, go on a juice fast. Go on a raw food fast, where you eat nothing but fruits and vegetables. Your energy kicks up, your vibration kicks up. Your energy goes through the roof, actually. Your mind gets clear. Your body starts feeling better. You have more energy. It can't be overstated, but it needs to be experienced. Like, you can hear me talk about it. You can hear a million quote unquote experts talk about it. You need to experience it for yourself. Eat as many fruits and vegetables as you can. The vitamins and minerals we get from raw food are the best form of nutrition we can consume, because they're compatible with the human body. The body can ingest the food, digest it, assimilate the nutrients, and disregard the waste efficiently when it is natural food that comes from nature. But that process is not nearly as efficient when the food is processed. And again, just like with the water, we are building ourselves from the vitamins and minerals that are in the food that we eat. So if you're eating a bunch of processed food, you building up yourself with processed food. Everything in your body regenerates slowly but consistently over time. Everything regenerates. It dies off and then it rebuilds itself. Now, the material you give your body to rebuild itself is critical, because that will determine how your body functions and how you feel. So if you're eating processed food, mostly processed food, you're building yourself up, and then your body's going to be made of processed food, which is not going to go well for you. Versus building your body up with fruits and vegetables and the stuff that it was made for. Your body literally rebuilds itself from the food that you eat and the water that you drink. Literally rebuilds itself. So you need that stuff to be quality. You wouldn't build a building with like rotted wood, would you? No, you wouldn't. You would get the best wood there is, because you want it to be strong. You want it to be, you want it to last a long time. You want it to stay up and stay strong. So you would find the best wood you can. You build it on rotted wood, what's going to happen? It's going to fall apart in a matter of time, in no time. But if you build it with strong wood, it lasts much longer. Your body's the same way. So you got to build your body up with the right stuff, the right foods and the right drinks. Water, fruits, vegetables. The foundation. Okay. So the key takeaway here, just incorporate a variety of fruits and vegetables into your lifestyle that works for you. That looks different for everybody. It might be a smoothie in the morning if you're that kind of person. It might be, a green powder mix, superfood mix. It might be, maybe you like to chef up fruits and vegetables with your dinner. Maybe you want to go plant-based. Whatever it is, however you need to do it, do it. Incorporate as many fruits and vegetables into your diet as you can in a way that works for you. Number 4, the fourth way you can improve your health right now. Make the switch over to whole grains where you can. Bread, pasta, whatever the case may be. If you can make your way and make that whole grain, that would be a little bit better for you, as opposed to the alternatives. Number 5, the fifth way you can improve your health right now. And I know this is like 5 steps in one, but it just is what it is. You got to cut down and moderate your intake of meat, processed sugar, dairy, soda, coffee, alcohol, any processed food. You have to moderate your intake. Part of being healthy is by not putting toxins in your body in the first place. Because if you put a toxin in your body has to get rid of it. If you don't put a toxin in your body can work on other things like keeping you healthy and, keeping you doing what you have to do. So half of the struggle really is not putting bad things in your body. So one part of it is, yeah, I want to put good things in our body. I want to put the clean water. I want to put the fruits and vegetables. I want to put some whole grains. That's good. The flip side of that is don't put bad stuff in your body. Okay. And that includes all the things I just named, because those are the monsters that are tearing people's health apart. Okay. They are tearing people's health apart, and they're destroying us. They're destroying us. So eliminate them out of your diet if possible. If you can't, again, one of those principal tenets that we talked about in the beginning, moderation. Moderation. Don't overindulge in any of these things. One last key point on this. I will say this. Obviously, we're going to eat these things in our life. Maybe, I mean, if you're like super on it, maybe not, but most people, the majority of people, every once in a while or regularly, you're going to indulge in one of those things: the meat, the processed sugar, the dairy, the soda, the coffee, the alcohol, processed food, etc. And this might sound counterintuitive, but enjoy it. Don't eat something bad for you and feel bad about eating it, because now you're really hustling backwards. Because now you're taking all the positive energy that could have been included in that, and you're completely destroying it. And you're just you're not even doing yourself a service. So if you're gonna eat that pork chop, if you're gonna have that glass of whiskey, that glass of wine, if you're gonna have that super sugary dessert that you want, enjoy that joint. Enjoy that bad boy. And take your time enjoying it. Because then you can at least generate some positive energy just off that, even though it's still going to fuck your body up to a degree. But don't combine that with the negative thought energy of, oh, I'm eating something bad and it's bad for me and I feel bad about it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Enjoy it. If you're going to do it, enjoy it. All right. Number 6, in the ways that you can improve your health right now: cut down on prescription drugs. Listen, I know this is a tough one, and this gets very nuanced and complicated, and it's a complex issue, and I get that. I think all I want to say about this is prescription drugs are a substitute for what your body should be doing naturally. Now, there are exceptions to that. Sometimes the body just can't do the function that it needs to do for whatever reason. Sometimes the prescription drug provides a chemical or something into the body that, for one reason or another, the body just can't do by itself. I get that. And there are definitely cases where prescription drugs are extremely helpful. I think that what's happened in America specifically is the use of prescription drugs has become overdone, and it is in excess, and people are doing it too much, and they're relying on it too much. The goal should be, even if you have to use prescription drugs, the goal should be to use it for a limited amount of time until you can get your body back on track to do the thing, whatever it is that you need it to do, that the drug is doing for you. Your body got that, man. Your body has all the systems and operations and ability to do everything that you need it to do. It may fluctuate depending on your lifestyle and your choices and your circumstances and even genetics to a certain degree, etc. But for the most part, the goal should be you take the prescription drugs until you make lifestyle changes to the point where you don't need the prescription drugs anymore. Okay, it should be a short period of time. Prescription drugs are not a permanent solution. Most of the time. In most cases, prescription drugs are not a permanent solution. You do not want to be taking a pill to supplement some part of your health for the rest of your life. You might need to do it for a short period of time while your body's recalibrating, but the goal has to be to get up out of that. Okay. And the goal is to strengthen that immune system so that the natural healing can occur throughout the body that it loves to do and that it does naturally. Like we were talking before with the finger cut. Your body wants to be in perfect health, and it will always move towards that direction if you just get out the way. So I know that's more complex than I let on, and I'm not knocking anybody that's taking prescription drugs. I'm just trying to get folks to keep in mind: don't take it to excess. Don't become dependent if you don't have to, and think about it as a short-term solution, not a permanent solution. Okay. All right. Number 7, the 7th way you can improve your health right now. Learn about trophology. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's TROPHOLOGY. And it is the science of food combining. Okay. And it affects your body's overall ability to digest food, extract the nutrients, and discard the waste. That's the cycle that happens. So you put a piece of food in your mouth and you start chewing. Your saliva automatically starts alchemizing the food and producing through your saliva the kind of liquid that is needed to not only break that food down but extract the nutrients out of it for that particular food. All saliva is not the same. If I put a cherry in my mouth and start chewing on that, one set of saliva is gonna coordinate and respond just to that cherry. If I put a piece of chicken in my mouth, the saliva is gonna alter its chemical composition to apply to that piece of chicken. So the when I say alchemical, I'm saying the saliva adjusts to the food that is put into the mouth, and the food should actually be close to liquid form. You should chew your food enough times that it should actually be close to liquid before you swallow it. I know that's hard to do. We like to take a couple bites, jump, and just swallow that joint whole. It is what it is. However, ideally, you should chew it till the food is almost liquid. Because again, it's this process of breaking down the food, extracting the nutrients, and then disregarding the waste. If that system is functioning at a high level, then you're going to be in good health. You're gonna be in good health. Okay, and then trophology. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but like I spelled it out before. But if you just look it up, it just shows you what foods you should combine with which to maximize on this idea of digesting the food, extracting the nutrients, and disregarding the waste. I'll give you a hint. Leafy greens can combine with anything, even meat. And it's actually the only thing that can combine with meat in an effective way. Meat can't combine with anything else. And unfortunately, so what that means is that meat and bread don't really go together. Meat and pasta don't really go together. Meat and rice don't really go together, right? They interfere with each other's digestion, nutrient extraction, and disregarding the waste. They interfere with that process. Most vegetables can be eaten with anything. And then fruits should be eaten alone, ideally, when it comes to this system of trophology. So learn about that, and it'll help you learn what foods to combine when you're eating. The 8th way you can improve your health right now: movement. Get some kind of movement each day. And if you can make it an activity that you like to do, even better. If you like to run, do that. If you like to play basketball, do that. If you like to swim, do that. You like to ride bikes, you like to hike, you like to play tennis, you get the point. Whatever it is that you like to do as a physical activity, do it. When the body is moving and energy is moving, the body is healthy. So you need some kind of movement every day, even if it's just walking. You need some kind of movement every day. Yoga is good, obviously, because that's the stretching and the breathing. But get some kind of movement going with your body, some kind of physical activity to get your heart rate up. Great way to promote good health. Number 9 should have been number 1 to me. If you ate, no, I'm joking. Okay, but no, seriously. The 9th way you can improve your health right now: health supplements. Now, when I say this, These are foods that have been condensed into another form, and you can incorporate them into your daily diet. It could be a powder, it could be a capsule, it could be a tincture, it could be any number of things. But the key is that you might not want to sit down and eat a plate of broccoli to get your daily intake of vegetables. Cool, most people probably wouldn't. However, there are superfoods out there that are packed with vitamins and minerals and other nutrients that you can take, and you can add them to smoothies, you can add them to water, you can add them to juice, you can add them to any kind of liquid. You can put it on you can sprinkle it on your food. They have capsules that you can take with meals that contain a lot of vitamins and minerals that you normally would not be getting on a regular basis, especially from eating the food. Especially, even though I forgot to mention this with the fruits and vegetables, because we've over farmed and misfarmed the soil so bad, a lot of the soil is missing its nutrients. So even if you're getting a lot of good fruits and vegetables out of the ground, they may not even have the nutrients that you need because we've messed up the soil so much. But if you can find a good source of these really nutrient dense foods that come in these alternative forms, and you incorporate that into your daily routine, it's kind of like a little cheat code to get the vitamins and minerals that you need on a daily basis, because that's what you need. If you're looking for some suggestions, I would start with something like moringa, chlorella, spirulina, sea moss, turmeric, oregano oil. There's a bunch of them. Just do some research, and you can even look up superfoods. There's a lot of fruits that go into that, like pomegranates, soursop, a lot of different foods, papaya. So look this stuff up, and then try to get a supplement in that for that thing, and use that. I will say one other point on this: multivitamins. When you take I would stay away from multivitamins, because a lot of times when you start getting into that multivitamin thing where things are not really balanced, right? They're just throwing a bunch of vitamins into this little pill. What happens is that thing we were talking about with trophology, where they start to interfere with each other in terms of being able to be assimilated into the body and absorbed by the body, because they're not in a proper balance. It's just somebody threw vitamin A, B, C, D, E. They just threw all that into a pill and was like, okay, take that, it'll be good. But it's not always like that, because again, there's no balance there. So because there's no balance there, they interfere with the absorption of each other, which is why if you take a multivitamin, the next time you go to the bathroom and urinate, your urine is some kind of bright neon color or some kind of weird color, because you're actually, your body's like, I can't even do nothing with this, so I'm just going to get rid of it. But those are the vitamins and minerals you were taking in the multivitamin. So that's why I say get a specific food, fruit or vegetable by itself. So moringa is a plant by itself. Spirulina, plant by itself. Chlorella, plant by itself. Papaya, fruit by itself. Get one of those, because contained within that is everything that your body needs to absorb it fully. So the individual high density vitamin and mineral supplements are better than the multivitamins, just because your body can absorb it better. So that's something to think about. All right, last but not least, number 10. Number 10, the 10th way you can improve your health right now. Enjoy life, my friend. Enjoy life. Fill your life to the best of your ability with the people, things, activities that make you happy. Stress and anxiety and all those kind of things, they really depress the immune system and affect your health. And the opposite is also true. Things that make you happy boost your immune system and improve your health. So enjoy your life to the best of your ability. When you're in moments that are fun and happy and, exciting, be grateful for those things. And try to just include as much of that into your life as possible. Be intentional about building those things into your life. Be intentional about talking to the people that bring you joy. Be intentional about partaking in the activities that bring you joy and make you happy and that are fun for you. Because that is going to be the best way to really make sure that your health stays on a good level. Maybe not the best way, but it's definitely critical. It's definitely critical. So enjoy life, my friends. All right, that's it, y'all. Those are the 10 ways you can improve your health right now. I hope it was informative. If you look at the source for that is this wonderful book right here, the $10 book of priceless wisdom. There's a chapter in here on health is wealth, the 10 ways to improve your health right now. So if you haven't gotten this yet, you need to pick this up. It's in the links. It's in the links. It's in the bios and all that. So pick that joint up. There's a lot of wisdom in there. Priceless, you might say, and it's only $10. You can't beat that. All right, y'all. We got some good stuff coming up. We got some guests coming on. Expanding the format a little bit. Get some more, getting more of this relationship building and community building going on. So be on the lookout for that. Other than that, y'all, love yourself, love each other, stay blessed.